Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 54th Eldorado Holiday Tournament. I'm Dave McKenzie. Scott Hudson will be on assignment coming up a little bit later, helping out on the Marion broadcast at the Carbondale Holiday Tournament. As this is game 2 of the final day of the Eldorado Holiday Tournament here at Duff Kingston Gymnasium at Eldorado High School. In the morning game that just concluded, it was West Frankfort over Edwards County, 68-60. So what that means for the Carterville Lions is if they can knock off the Cardinals from N.C.O.E. today, they'll be playing West Frankfort this evening at 6 o'clock. If they can't, the tournament is done for the Lions. Carterville coming off that loss last night to the number 1 seed, the Fairfield Mules, 72-46. A ball game in which the Lions were in it all the way up until half. At the end of the first quarter, it was 16-14 Carterville. They had the 2-point lead. And then at the half, they found themselves down 11, but they were still in the game. But NCOE in that second half just put the hammer on the Lions and wind up getting a running clock in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, and they get the 72-46 win. Carterville in this tournament, they opened up with a win over Hardin County, 36-21 over Hardin County. And then, of course, the Fairfield game last night. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center, where you can stay connected and on the go with the Bank of Carbondale's mobile banking app. You can check balances, you can pay bills, you can make transfers, you can even find out more. Just go to their website, tboc.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This has just been a fantastic tournament. Of course, Carterville, the first time playing in the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. The two-time defending champion coming in this year, the home team Eldorado Eagles. But this year, there will be a new champion crowned here at the EHT, and in good deal. I don't think there'll be an anthem. They did one prior to the first game, so. Will do. On a Saturday morning, championship day at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Carterville coming off that loss last night to Fairfield. In that game, Carterville came out, man, they were aggressive on both ends of the floor. And as we said moments ago, we're right there with the number 1 seeded Mules from Fairfield. But it was turnovers again that helped cost the game for the Lions. Plus, the rebounding by Fairfield was outstanding, and they were able to get the win over Carterville last night, 72-46. The NCOE Cardinals coming into the Eldorado tournament, 4-6 on the year. Their first game of the tournament was against Eldorado, and they upset Eldorado in that first game and put Eldorado on the loser side of the bracket. NCOE was beaten by Harrisburg, and that's brought you to the matchup this morning against the Carterville Lions. Carterville, in last night's game against Fairfield, were led in scoring by Eli Downen and Dylan Moore. Each had 12 points. Austin Garby chipped in 5. You had Connor Hawkins with 3. And Bryce Anderson had a 3-pointer. And Cam Hall had a field goal for the Lions. Tyler Biddle wound up with 7 in the game. Austin Garby, as we said, had 5 in the game. We need a big game from the big guys today. And I'd like to see Carterville come out and be aggressive on both ends like they were last night against Fairfield. They drove the ball to the hole, hit the shots, and actually in the first half was probably the best shooting performance of the Carterville Lions so far this season. And let's see if they can continue that here today against the Cardinals from N.C.O.E. If Carterville wins, they would play tonight at 6 o'clock against West Frankfort. That was the game. It was just prior to ours, a 68-60 West Frankfort victory. If not, then the Carterville Lions will be done for the Eldorado tournament. Coming up next Friday night, the Lions will hit the road as they get back to conference play before starting play in the Midwinter Classic at West Frankfort. Next Friday night, Carterville will be at Sparta to take on the Sparta Bulldogs. As we're wrapping up one tournament, we look for this week to see the tournament bracket for the Midwinter Classic in West Frankfort and see what the matchup will be. Be interesting to see as well. Carterville girls were knocked off last night by Benton at the Rangerette tournament. Carterville will play this evening, I believe, a third-place game at the Rangerette Christmas Classic. And here the Carterville Lions, this is a fifth-place game today here at the Eldorado tournament. Nice crowd starting to fill in to Duff Kingston Gymnasium. Basketball all day long. And of course, it started off with West Frankfort and Edwards County. Our game right here with Carterville N.C.O.E. And then we get into the afternoon brackets that will have Heron and Massac County. That is one semifinal game. And then the other semifinal game will be at 1:30. That will be Pitt Fairfield against Harrisburg. And then, let's see here. Look at my bracket. It will be the 3 o'clock game will be the consolation game here at Eldorado. Both teams are out on the floor. It will be NCOE Cardinals. Of course, they're in red. They're road red uniforms with the white lettering. Carterville has been the home team in each of their 3 games so far here. At Eldorado, they're in their home whites with the blue lettering. We're going to go on and take our final break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off as the Carterville Lions prepare to take on NCOE, Norris City, Omaha, Ewing. It's Lions basketball from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament on News Radio WJPF. How are you? I hope we can get a win. We'll see. We need one.
We definitely need it.
We definitely do.
What happened to the game with Hardin County, was it? There's 39 minutes on the thing.
Oh, last night?
No, not last night. That's first game. One before that. The first game.
Carmi Vienna?
No, our game. Our game.
We played Hardin County. Back at Eldorado, it's Dave McKenzie. as the Lions are getting ready to take on NCOE here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Nice crowd, Cardinal or Lions fans all around me here as Carterville is prepared. The starting lineups are going to be announced. We'll have to get the starting lineup for the Cardinals from NCOE and Coach Jim Tucker as we go along here this morning. But we appreciate you tuning in to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. You can go over to YouTube if you'd like to watch and listen to the game. And he wound up with 7 points, I believe, in that game against Fairfield. Austin Garby will be at 1 forward. Dylan Moore, and down in the paints will be the 6'4" sophomore Eli Downen. Once and again, it'll be Anderson, Biddle, Garby, Moore, and Eli Downen. Carterville cheerleaders are on the floor, so they go through the starting lineups here for the Carterville Lions. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702. Glad to have them as a sponsor and supporter of Carterville Lions Sports, IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. We've had a great time here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. A great crowds, just a fantastic atmosphere for high school basketball. One of the best tournaments in the state. This is the 54th year, the 54th Holiday Tournament at Eldorado. And I know Scott and I, we rave about the hospitality room that they have here as well. Last night, a great dinner, and they take good care of everyone that comes over to this Eldorado Holiday Tournament. The Carterville cheerleaders going through their welcome cheer for the crowd. Carterville cheerleaders, one of the top cheer teams in the state, are going to be performing at an ICCA championship coming up. I believe it's next week in Springfield. It's not a state championship, but this is some of the top cheer teams in the state. They're getting rave reviews from around the state. They've already qualified for the state championships in normal. That'll be coming up in February, I believe. But the ladies work hard and getting the recognition that they deserve. And good luck to them next Saturday when they go compete in the ICCA championship in Springfield. Both teams are ready to go. The officials are on the floor. Thank you for tuning in to Lions Sports here on News Radio WJPF. Officials give the thumbs up. Crowd's ready to go. Eli Downen will jump for the Carterville Lions. And we are underway, and Carterville wins the tip to start things off. Bryce Anderson into the front court. Carterville moving from left to right. They're in their home whites here at the Eldorado Tournament. Nice pass down low, and Eli Downen is bumped from behind as Colton O'Neill got into his back. That's going to be the first team foul, and it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions on the baseline. Bryce Anderson will trigger. Needs to get it in over to Dylan Moore, and he gets the right-hand layup, but he misses that, and the rebound comes off to Colton O'Neill for the Cardinals. So their first possession here in this game, just underway, no score. Over toward the left side is Jack Riggs. He's picked up defensively by Tyler Biddle. Over to O'Neill toward the right wing. He's guarded by Eli Downen. They come out between the circles. Backdoor pass is tipped away. Carterville takes it the other way. Nice give to Eli Downen. Left-hand layup is good for Downen. Carterville's on the board. They lead it 2-0. That comes at the 7:20 mark of the first quarter. Cardinals with the basketball. Over toward the right corner, wide open three is no good. That taken by Jack Riggs, and it's Downen that gets the rebound. Gets it to Anderson, over to Dylan Moore on the right wing. Eli thinks about the three, dumps it down low to Austin Garby. He gets the right-hand layup. Garby's got two. Carterville leads it 4-0. And the Cardinals almost throw the ball out of bounds, but it comes to Trey Simmons. He wears number 32. And now with the ball is Brandon Skaggs as they work the ball between the circles. Top of the key, guarded by Anderson. Pass down low onto the right, low block. The shot is blocked, but they're going to call a foul. Nope, they're going to say he traveled. That's 2 turnovers now on NCOE. Carterville could extend the 4-point lead. They lead at 4-0, 6:20 on the first quarter clock. Downen Top of the circle, now to Garby. They work it right side to Dylan Moore. Gets it down low to Downen on the right block. Right-hand layup is good from Downen. He's got 4 points, and Carterville up 6. Quickly into the front court with the basketball, turns it over. Dylan Moore right there to take it from him. Right-hand layup just short. Rebound comes to Garby. Spin move, shot is up. He gets fouled, and Austin's going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. At defense, Carterville came out in both of these games in the tournament. They're starting things up well and putting nice pressure on the ball. Austin Garby's at the line, shooting the first free throw is good. 3 now for Austin. He wound up with 5 points last night against Fairfield, and we have a timeout that is taken by NCOE head coach Jim Tucker. We'll take our first break as well. It's 7-0. It's a 30-second timeout on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville for over 30 years, a certified York dealer, and they service all brands. Call 985-2502. That's Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com. Austin Garby at the line to complete the 2 free throws. That one's off the front of the iron, so Austin's got 3 points here in the game. 7-0, Carterville the lead. The 5:45 mark of the first quarter. NCOE with the basketball. Out top, that's guarded by Dylan Moore. They bring it near side to Ty Money. Money's guarded by Anderson. Steps beside him, right-hand layup, and Ty Money is on the board. With a right-hand layup, it's 7-2, Carterville. Bryce Anderson to Downen. Now left wing it goes to Dylan Moore. Fakes the dribble to the left baseline. Tries to get the ball to Garby, but it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to be off of Jack Riggs of the Cardinals. Belongs to the Lions. Inbounds pass comes to Downen, and the ball goes out of bounds. That's the first Carterville turnover as Fairfield brings it the other way. Trey Simmons over toward the right wing, toward Brandon Skaggs. Skaggs has it, spin move by Ty Money. Now it's left wing. Kick it over to the left corner. Dribble it around the top of the circle, Jack Riggs. He holds and is going to get it back to Ty Money. Money wearing the red long sleeves under the red jersey, guarded by Bryce Anderson. Back and forth across the top of the key. Leaves it for Joe Melton, who just checked in. The shot is no good. He's got 6 points here in the first quarter. 10-2. Carterville an 8-point lead as they get the ball into Ty Money across the timeline. The three-pointer no good by Riggs, but he gets his own rebound. Now another 3 from the top of the key from Brandon Skaggs is good. His first bucket, and it's a 5-point Lion lead. Downen almost traveled with the ball as he was going to make a pass down low, got up on his tippy toes. The crowd thought he had traveled. Carterville works the perimeter. Tyler Biddle leaves it for Bryce Anderson. He's going to fire from 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound comes off to N.C.O.E. Quickly the other way. Pass down low to Joe Melton. That's off of Melton's feet. And that's going to be the 4th turnover for the Cardinals here in the first 4.5 minutes of this contest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cardinals are going to be coming off of the bench. We'll pick up those players as we continue. Carterville has the basketball, length of the floor to go. 3:40 on the clock, 10-5. Lions lead. If they win, they play at 6 o'clock tonight against West Frankfort. The winner of this game will play West Frankfort. Carterville in the front court. To our right, Tyler Biddle, right wing. Eli Downen asking for the ball. He has his defender on his back. Get it to him, get it to him. Biddle steps in, gets it to Downen, tips it to Garby. And it comes out to Bryce Anderson. Biddle's going to drive from the right baseline. Pulls it up, skip pass to the left wing to Dylan Moore. Moore to Downing now in the left corner. Nice pass to Austin Garby. Right-hand layup on the give and go is good. Austin Garby's on fire. He's got 8 of the 12 for the Carterville Lions. Under 3 to go here. A 12-5 lead. Carterville gets the trap, but Austin Garby got tangled up, got his feet tangled up with the player from N.C.O.E, and they call Garby on the foul. It was unintentional, but that doesn't matter whether it's intentional or not. Cardinals have the basketball. It's a 7-point Lion lead at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Eli Brown is in for Cardinals. He has the ball. He's hounded by Dylan Moore. Gives it up. Gets it to Brown. The shot is no good. Eli Downing with another rebound for the Lions. Downing, top of the key, shuffled his feet when he took the pass. It's another turnover. That's turnover number 2 on Carterville. Last night in the first quarter, Carterville had 7 turnovers. We're at the 2:28 mark here of the first, and they have a 7-point lead. Ball is tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of Dylan Moore. The length of the floor to go for the Cardinals. Coming up in the one semifinal a little bit later at 12 noon will be Heron taking on Massac County. The other semifinal at 1:30 will pit Fairfield against Harrisburg. The winners of those games will play in the championship tonight at 9 o'clock here at Duff Kingston Gymnasium. The 5th turnover on Fairfield. Carterville has it in the front court. A wide open 3 from Downing. Top of the key is good. He's got 11. Excuse me. Put it in the wrong spot. He's got 7. N.C.O.E. basketball. Drive the baseline, has to kick the pass out up top. Wide open 3 taken from Melton. It's off the back of the iron, too strong. Dylan Moore gets the rebound. Bryce Anderson takes it to the front court. Down low. Ball was tipped away and a turnover on the Lions. 10-point Lion lead, 15-5, 1:30 remaining here in the first quarter. C.J. Richardson with the basketball. Left corner, Joe Melton. He's guarded by Downing. Melton is 6'5", sophomore for Coach Jim Tucker. N.C.O.E. throws the ball away. That's going to be the 6th turnover. Carterville's going to have it. 1:12 on the first quarter clock. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Southern Illinois Healthcare, dedicated to the communities we serve. Call toll-free 866-744-2468. You can visit their website, SIH.net. Carson Pearson checking in for the Lions for the first time. Top of the circle. Gets it to Luke Stritzel, who's seeing his first action here in this contest. Now Downing looks inside. Connor Hawkins is also in. So on the floor right now, Nick Laird, Connor Hawkins, Carson Pearson. Luke Stritzel has his shot blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. And then Eli Downing is in there as well for Coach Shane Hawkins. .51 seconds remain at the free throw. Stritzel fires and gets the shooter's touch. His first bucket of the game. And it's a 12-point Lions lead. N.C.O.E., the Cardinals, with the basketball. Jaden Barton kicks it over to the right corner. Wide open 3 is good from C.J. Richardson. That's 2 threes for N.C.O.E. along with a field goal. It's 17-8. Carterville has it. Downing's going to fire from 3 again. Good. Eli Downing. 10 for Downing in the first quarter. Austin Garby has 8 in the first quarter. And N.C.O.E. a chance to score at the buzzer, but they turn it over. The 7th turnover. Carterville can score at the buzzer now. 4 seconds. 3. Nice drive by Nick Laird. He gets fouled as he takes it to the rack. He's going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. With 2 seconds remaining on the first quarter clock. Foul is on number 42, Jacob Richardson. His first, that's the 3rd team foul on NCOE. Nick Laird is at the line, and he's going to be shooting 2 free throws. First one's off the back of the iron, too strong. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson and the entire city of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of Lions sports. Downen goes over. Going to get a breather before the end of the quarter. Into the game, Jake Hickson. He's been seeing some playing time of late. Second free throw from Laird's off the back of the iron, and no shot at the buzzer. Carterville, a nice start in this ball game against the NCOE Cardinals. They lead it 20-8. Second quarter action is next on News Radio WJPF. No, I don't know. That would be awesome. Heading to the second quarter here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, the 54th edition of the tournament, 20-8. The Carterville Lions lead NCOE Cardinals. Carterville is being led in scoring by Eli Downen. He has 10. Austin Garvey has 8. And Luke Stritzel has 2. That's the scoring for the Lions. They have the basketball to start play here in the second. Carson Pearson has it over to Connor Hawkins, who's going to fire from 3 off the front of the iron, too strong. And the Cardinals get the rebound. They bring it into the front court, trying to cut the lead back to single digits. Brandon Skaggs to Time Money, back to Skaggs, back to Money. He's going to drive the baseline. And he gets fouled and will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. Nice start for the Lions in the first quarter. Connor Hawkins is charged with the foul. That's the first on Hawk. Second team foul on the Lions. Over in the corner, Jack Riggs gets some help. Dribbles out. Leaves it. Right wing, nice backdoor pass, and the right-hand layup is good by Brandon Skaggs. He's got 5 points, and it's a 10-point lead now, 20-10. Carterville moving from left to right. Carson Pearson, right wing now to Nick Laird. Back to Pearson. They go around the left side to Stritzel. Connor Hawkins in the left corner. Top of the key to Laird. And his pass is tipped out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Lions. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Downtown Carterville for over 30 years. Certified York dealer. And they service all brands. Call 985-2502 or go to charliesairconditioningandheating.com. Laird, Jake Hickson, and Carson Pearson head to the bench. Back in the game, Tyler Biddle, Eli Downen, Bryce Anderson on the floor, Austin Garvey's there, and Dylan Moore, the starters for Coach Shane Hawkins. Biddle dribbles around the top of the arc, hands it off to Downen. Left-hand dribble toward the left side, now to Biddle. Nice pass down low on the left block. Garvey spins his way around. Right-hand layup is just a little bit short. And Bryce Anderson saves it. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover on Carterville. I have Carterville for only 3 turnovers in the first quarter, 7 on NCOE. Of course, that's been one of the issues with Carterville. They average about 19 turnovers a game. Cardinals with the basketball. On the right side, that is Brandon Skaggs. He has the ball go off his leg, and that's a turnover on Skaggs. That's going to be the 8th turnover now on the Cardinals. C.J. Richardson replaces Brandon Skaggs. for Coach Jim Tucker. Carterville right wing. Tyler Biddle with the basketball. Left-hand dribble, takes it to the free throw line. Dumps it down low to Garby. Back to Biddle. Pass to Downen, just in front of the free throw line. Little 8-foot jumper off the iron, no good. Nice board by Garby, puts the shot up, and the putback is good from Austin Garby. He's got 10. Downen has 10. Luke Stritzel has a field goal. Carterville up 22-10. Across the timeline with the basketball, the visiting team, NCOE Cardinals. Drives the baseline, stepped out of bounds, another turnover, as it was Jack Riggs that stepped on the baseline. Going to give the ball right back to Carterville. Carterville can extend this 12-point lead. There's 5:35 remaining in the half. The 54th Eldorado Holiday Tournament. They're going to call Bryce Anderson on a charge. He put his elbow into his defender, took him to the floor, and the official was right there calling Bryce Anderson on his first foul. It's going to be the third team foul, rather, on the Lions. Anderson's first. Cardinals have the ball right in front of their bench. Ty Money runs into a double team, just throws the ball up in the air, and it's Fairfield that gets it, and Dylan Moore gets into C.J. Richardson's back, so Dylan Moore picks up his first foul. Fourth team foul now on the Lions. Tons of holiday tournament action around Southern Illinois. Cesar Valier, Pinckneyville, the Duster Thomas girls are playing up at the Rangerette Christmas Classic. They'll play this evening. The Carterville Lions will, the Lady Lions. Shot is no good from Melton, and Austin Garby grabs another rebound. Bryce Anderson into the front court, fakes that right-hand layup off the side of the backboard. Baseball pass is picked off by Carterville from NCOE rather. Carterville has it right back. Downen head fakes the three, gives it to Austin Garby. Wants to get it down, and he's asking for it, but they kick it around to the right side. Tyler Biddle, nice pass on the cutting. Austin Garby gets the bucket, gets the foul, and is going to go to the line and shoot the and one. 12 points for Austin Garby. He's had a couple of 20-point games this year. Had 20 in that first win of the season at the Pyramid Plus against the Heron Tigers. The foul was on Jack Riggs, his first. Garby misses the free throw. And here come the Cardinals quickly the other way. Near side to Jack Riggs. Wide open three from the left wing. No good. Rebound comes off to Bryce Anderson for Carterville. Takes it the other way. Waits for everybody to get to him. Downen. Pass down low. Back door. Austin Garby's there. Good look by Downen inside and gets the pass to Garby. He converts. It's a 16-point lead. 4:15 remaining here in the second quarter. Nice start to this contest for the Lions. Wide open three taken by Jack Riggs, no good. Down in the rebound to Anderson, who gets it to Dylan Moore, right wing. He's anticipating Downen to cut down the right side of the lane. The pass is tipped away, a turnover on the Lions and Fairfield. I'm going to have done that about 4 or 5 times, and I got to stop. It's NCOE Cardinals. Left wing, wide open three taken from Riggs off the iron, no good. Battle for the board, Dylan Moore's there, and Bryce Anderson finally grabs it up. He's going to take it across the timeline to Downen, right wing to Dylan Moore. Moore left-hand dribble down the paint, right-hand layup off the bottom of the iron. Downen cleans it up, picks it up, gets it to Anderson. Anderson, 12-foot floater. Mid-range is good. Bryce is on the board, his first bucket of the game. 18-point lead for the Lions. Left-hand layup from Ty Money is good as he drove down the left side of the lane. He's got 4 with 3 minutes remaining here in first half. Carterville has it. Left wing, Tyler Biddle. Zone defense by the Cardinals. Right-hand hook from Eli Downen is good, man. I love that shot from him. He's got a dozen. Austin Garby has 14 in the game. 30-12. Carterville up. Here's we're making our way toward halftime at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Dave McKenzie on a Saturday morning. Spin move in the paint. Shot put up and good from Ty Money. He's got 4 here in the second quarter. 2:16, 2:15, 2:14 on the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 replacements coming in for Coach Jim Tucker and the NCOE Cardinals. Downing, pass right side to Anderson. Now back up top to Dylan Moore. Down low, pass to Garby, has a shot partially blocked, gets his own rebound. Right-hand layup is good from Garby, 16 now. He's got 8 here in the second quarter, and we have a timeout that's taken by NCOE. A 30-second timeout. It's 32-14 Carterville on News Radio, WJPF. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. The Bank of Carbondale, they offer a variety of personal and business banking services. You can find out more. Go to their website, tboc.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 32-14, 1:53 on the clock. Fairfield basketball, NCOE basketball. It's not Fairfield, David. Stop it. I need more coffee, apparently. As it's Brandon Skaggs to the right side. Leaves it for Ty Money. Ty Money. That's a good name right there. Gets it to O'Neal. Down the right side. The shot's no good. Carterville the rebound. Stritzel quickly across the timeline. To the right side he goes. Between the leg dribble. Top of the key. Pearson. Left wing to Dylan Moore. Moore gives it up to Nick Laird, who's back in the game. Pass to Stritzel. Laird gets it, fires from the left corner. That's good for Nick Laird. He's got his first points of the game. 20-point lead. 62 seconds remaining in the half. Fairfield basketball. Short jumper gets the touch from Ty Money. Or excuse me, Eli Brown. His first bucket for NCOE. Under a minute to go. 34-16. It was 20-8 at the end of the first quarter. Carterville the lead. They've extended that 34-16. And Carterville will hold for the final shot. Jake Hickson has the basketball up top. Now to Carson Pearson. Pearson way out top to Stritzel. Dylan Moore. 20 seconds. 19. 18 on the clock. Dylan Moore, left wing it goes to Laird. Back to Moore. Steps inside the arc, leaves it for Pearson. Pearson a pass to Stritzel, right elbow, shots off the back of the iron, no good. Jake Hickson gets the rebound, gets fouled, gets tied up with 1-2 of the Cardinals. And a foul is called on Trey Simmons. It's going to be the first on Simmons. Oh, excuse me. Jacob Richardson, that's his second. Carterville basketball, 6.2 seconds on the clock. Stritzel will trigger. Gets it to Pearson, 5 seconds, 4. Right wing it goes. Connor Hawkins for 3 off the iron, no good. Ball's batted around, it goes out of bounds at the whistle, at the horn, and that is how we end the second quarter. It is 34-16. Carterville comfortably in control as we head to the half. You're listening to Carterville Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Okay. Back at Eldorado, we're at Duff Kingston Gymnasium. At Carterville, or excuse me, at Eldorado High School, the 54th Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We're at the half, and Carterville, nice performance against the N.C.O.E. Cardinals. They lead at 34-16. They led at the end of one, 20-8. Put 14 points on the board in the second quarter. They lead at 34-16. Looking at the scoring for N.C.O.E. to start with, they are led by Ty Money. He's got 6 points. Brandon Skaggs has 5. C.J. Richardson hit a three-pointer, and Eli Brown had a field goal. They have 16 first-half points. Carterville, an impressive performance so far by the Lions, and they are led in scoring by Austin Garvey, who winds up with 16 points in that half. 8 in the first quarter, 8 in the second quarter. Eli Downen started off on fire, had 10 first-quarter points, wound up with a field goal in the second. He has 12. Bryce Anderson hit a field goal. Nick Laird had a field goal, and Luke Stritzel, all three had a field goal. Carterville has 34 points here at the half. They lead at 34-16. This is for the fifth place bracket. The winner of this game will take on West Frankfort, who won the first game of the day here, 68-60 over Edwards County. That fifth place consolation game will be at 6 o'clock this evening here at Eldorado if Carterville hangs on in this game. The other side of the bracket will had West Frankfort knocking off Edwards County 68-60. Let's look toward the championship bracket that's going to start at 12 o'clock this afternoon as the Heron Tigers will take on Massac County. Heron knocked off West Frankfort last night, or yesterday afternoon rather, about 1:45. Back and forth overtime game. A controversial call on as the clock was expiring in overtime as an official. There was a shot from 3 points, three-point land, but and the official put his arm up to indicate a foul on the shot. But as soon as the buzzer sounded, he wiped it off, ran off the court, and Heron gets the overtime win over West Frankfort. And so Heron is going to take on Massac County, who is playing a fantastic tournament here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Massac knocked off Hamilton County 50-39 in the first game. And then Massac beat Edwards County yesterday afternoon to advance to the semifinal game today against Heron. On the other side, Carterville saw the number one team, the number one seeded team in this tournament at Fairfield last night. And Fairfield wound up getting the 72-46 win over the Lions. And on the other side of the bracket, this N.C.O.E. team knocked off Eldorado in their first game, moved into the winner side of the bracket, got beat by Harrisburg, and Harrisburg and Fairfield will play this afternoon at 1:30. The winner of that will move on to the championship game coming up at 9 o'clock here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. If you haven't been over here to watch a game, this is a great environment at the 54th tournament at Eldorado, and it'll be packed, I promise you that. And if you want to watch championship basketball here, get over early, and that'll help you get a parking spot as well. 34-16, the Carterville Lions, they lead N.C.O.E. Cardinals here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We'll be back more on your halftime show here on News Radio WJPF. Yep. Dave McKenzie at Eldorado, the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We're at the half. Carterville up comfortably, 34-16. Kind of quiet in the gym today, the morning session. It'll be rocking tonight here for the championship session at the 54th Eldorado Holiday Tournament as the Carterville cheerleaders are working through some routine stuff here at the half. Neither team back out on the floor yet, but if you want to watch some fantastic basketball, come on over here to Eldorado. Of course, there's all sorts of tournaments going on. Sesser, as we mentioned earlier, the Duster Thomas going on at Pinckneyville. The Modern Day tournament, I think, taking place Metro East. Nashville's playing in that. The Rangerette Christmas Classic for the ladies at Benton. All sorts of tournaments. It's a busy time of the year. Next Friday night, the Carterville Lions are going to be on the road when they take on the Sparta Bulldogs in conference action. Cardinals are on the floor, ready, warming up here for second half action. Carterville making their way out of the locker room right now. We're going to come back, and when we do, we'll have third quarter action. Carterville, they lead this game 34-16 as we head to the second half. Thank you for tuning in to Lions Basketball on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Southern Illinois Healthcare, dedicated to the communities we serve. You can call them toll-free. Just dial 866-744-2468 or check out their website, sih.net. Both teams are ready to go. Lions are on the floor, as are the Cardinals from N.C.O.E, North City, Omaha, Ewing. And they will have the basketball to start play here in the third quarter. Carterville forces a turnover. Garby gets it. Left-hand layup is good from Austin Garby. He's got 18 in the game. 11 turnovers total on the Cardinals. Carterville's taken good advantage of that as we have a charge call on Trey Simmons as he drove down the left side of the baseline. Foul is on Simmons, his first team foul on the Cardinals here in the second half. Defensively, the Cardinals in a 2-3 zone. Bryce Anderson brings the ball up the floor for Coach Shane Hawkins. Takes it to the right wing. Gets it to Downen toward the right corner. Has the ball slapped out of his hand. That was off of the Cardinals. It'll belong to the Carterville Lions. The winner of this will take on West Frankfort tonight at 6 o'clock. That'll be the fifth place game here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, the 54th edition. Bryce Anderson on the left wing. Dylan Moore takes the ball between the circles. Now right wing to Tyler Biddle. Back to Moore, who's running the point on this possession. Left wing it goes to Bryce Anderson to Moore. Steps inside the defender, loses the ball, hit off his foot. That's a turnover on the Lions. That's the 6th turnover on Carterville here in this game. Colton O'Neill gives it up to Brandon Skaggs for the Cardinals. Back to O'Neill. Looks inside, right-hand dribble, right side. His pass is tipped or stolen rather by Dylan Moore. He pulls up his dribble, gets it to Anderson into the front court. Anderson leaves it for Downen. Steps and drives, but he's shuffled his feet. That's a turnover on Carterville, turnover number 2 here in the second half. Quickly, the baseball pass the other way. Left-hand layup too strong. The putback is good from Jack Riggs, his first field goal of the game. It's a 36-18 lead for Carterville. Dylan Moore to Bryce Anderson, now to Tyler Biddle. Toward the left wing to Downen, who steps outside the arc. Back around the right side they go. Dylan Moore to Downen, who's over on the far side now. Drives, gets bumped, and it's going to be a foul. I believe that's going to be on Jack Riggs, the second on Riggs. Second team foul on NCOE here in the second half. Anderson triggers the inbounds out top to Downen. Downen hands off to Tyler Biddle. Now right wing to Anderson. Bryce has 1 field goal in the game. Tyler Biddle has it. Now left wing it goes to Dylan Moore. 1 dribble to the right. Pulls up. Needs to get rid of it. Down low to Austin Garby. Right-hand layup. He's able to get that one to go. 20 points for Austin Garby, and it comes at the 5:45 mark of the third quarter. He's been on fire today. His 3rd 20-point game of the season. From the free throw line, Colton O'Neill hits his first field goal for the Cardinals. 38-20, 18-point lead for Carterville. Left wing, Dylan Moore. Dribbles out, around the top to Anderson. Anderson's going to fire from 3, buried it. Bryce Anderson, his first 3 of the game. That's 5 now for Anderson. And it's a 21-point Carterville lead. By far the best game of the year so far for Carterville. Ball is out of bounds. Another turnover on N.C.O.E. the third here in the third, the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Carterville has the basketball. Dylan Moore to Garby. Down low, gets it to the cutting Bryce Anderson. He backs it up and hands the ball off to Dylan Moore. Moore steps inside the arc. Back up top to Anderson. Back and forth, they work the left side. Now they go right. Right wing, Tyler Biddle drives, gets the shot, but he's fouled and is going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. That's how Tyler Biddle started out the game last night against Fairfield, taking the ball to the rack. And that pays off, usually, when you do that. Good things happen. So he's going to shoot a couple of free throws. The foul is on Colton O'Neill, his 2nd for the Cardinals. Free throw from Biddle is good. His first point of the game. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson, the entire city of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of Carterville Lions sports. Free throw number 2 from Biddle. Nothing but net. 23-point lead now for Carterville. Cardinals with the basketball. Time money, left wing it goes, wide open 3, long range. Wow, that was Brandon Skaggs from way downtown. His 2nd 3-pointer, he's got 8. That was right in front of the hash. And he just buries it. We have a whistle and a foul on NCOE. It's going to be on Skaggs, his 2nd foul, 3rd team foul on the Cardinals. Downen's going to trigger. Carterville works around to the right side, to the right wing, Dylan Moore. Leaves it for Downen, right elbow, puts the shot up. Mid-range jumper's good. Downen has 14 in the game. Carterville, 22-point lead. And Dylan Moore, as they force a turnover on NCOE, and he gets hit from behind. A foul on the Cardinals. That's going to be on Colton O'Neill, his 3rd. Don't forget, we're going to have to name our Joe's Lawn Care Star of the Game. We'll do that on our post-game show. Right now, the leading characters for that is the 3 balls no good from Tyler Biddle. Downen gets the rebound. Put back is good from Eli Downen. He's one of the candidates for our Joe's Lawn Care Star of the Game, along with Austin Garvey. Ball goes out of bounds off of the foot of Ty Money. And that is 5 turnovers. Right now on NCOE, 15 turnovers in the game on the Cardinals. Carterville, 3, 5, 7 turnovers. Well below their average on the season. 3.5 to play here in the third. It's Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson on assignment today. Be helping with the Marion broadcast at the Carbondale Holiday Tournament. Turnaround jumper from Stritzel from the right elbow is good. He's got 4. Spreading the love scoring-wise for the Carterville Lions. NCOE with the basketball to the right corner. They give it to Melton. Melton, left-hand layup actually from Richardson is no good. He's fouled and will go to the line shooting a couple of free throws. 3:02 on the clock, 49-23. 26-point lead. The foul is called on didn't see catch. Oh, there it is, 34. It's going to be on Hickson. His first foul. First free throw is missed from Richardson. Second one is on the way. He gets that one to go. 49-24, 3 minutes remaining in the third. Carterville basketball moving from right to left. Carterville, the home team, in the home whites with the blue lettering, outlined in orange. Nice kick over to Connor Hawkins. He passes up the 3, dishes to Carson Pearson. He floats one down the lane. Pearson's on the board. His first field goal, 51-24. Can Carterville get a running clock? Anytime there's a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter, they go to the running clock. 2:25 left here in the third, 51-34. Cardinals with the basketball, left wing, guarded by Connor Hawkins. That is Jaden Barton. Jake Hickson comes out defensively, gets on Joe Melton. Top of the key, wide open threes, no good. Hickson runs down the rebound. Gets it to Carson Pearson. 2 minutes left here in the third. Luke Stritzel to Jake Hickson. Right elbow, leaves it for Pearson. Now left wing it goes to Connor Hawkins. Back to Pearson. Right-hand dribble, right side. Nick Laird has it. Where's number 10? To Pearson. Left wing to Connor Hawkins. Carterville really intent on trying to get the ball in the paint. Jake Hickson working inside like mad, trying to get open. Right wing, the pass goes off of Nick Laird's hands. It's going to be a turnover on Carterville. Minute 35 remaining. This Lions broadcast brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. While I'm thinking of it, want to wish all of our Carterville Lions Nation a very happy new year. Be careful this weekend if you're out and about celebrating. And we'll kick off 2019 on the road next Friday night when the Lions pick up conference play on the road at Sparta to take on the Bulldogs. 7:45 is the tip-off. 6:30 will be the pregame show with Scott Hudson and myself. Minute 25 remaining here in the third quarter. 51-24, 3 ball from way out top, no good. The putback rebound is fouled, as it was Ty Money that got fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. Foul is on Connor Hawkins. That is the second on Hawk. So Ty Money. Free throw is good. I think earlier I said, talking about the West Frankfort Heron game, that the controversial call was at the end of overtime. It actually was at the end of regulation. Second from money is good. Nonetheless, Heron gets the win. They're playing in the semifinal coming up following our game here. It'll be the Heron Tigers against the Massac County Patriots. 12 o'clock the tip-off. You can hear that on 103.5 ESPN. Carterville has the basketball on the far sideline. 65 seconds left here in the third quarter. Nick Laird wears number 10. To Carson Pearson, number 30, has the ball go off his foot. It was tipped actually by N.C.O.E, so Carterville gets it back. Stritzel to Connor Hawkins. Dribbles with the left hand around the top. Back to Stritzel toward the right corner. Cardinals wanting to get the double team. Nice pass to Nick Laird. Found him open on the baseline. He misses the shot. The ball's on the floor. Battle for the ball. And they're going to call Nick Laird on the fouls. He dove in there. Nick's got 2 points in the game. That's his first foul. It's going to be the second team foul on the Lions. Length of the floor to go for the Cardinals. From North City, Omaha, Ewing. Stritzel checks out. Back into the game. Let's see, actually into the game now is Cameron Hall. His first action in this contest. Money makes a move, top of the circle. Right wing it goes, to the right elbow. Kick to the left wing. Back to the left elbow. Jumper from there is good from Joe Melton, his first field goal of the game. 51-28, 20 seconds remaining. Connor Hawkins into the front court. Carson Pearson, back to Hawk, back to Pearson. Cameron Hall drives, gets the foul, and is going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. He does not hesitate to take the ball to the rack. I like that aggressiveness from him. Foul is on Joe Melton of N.C.O.E, his first, and at the line is Cameron Hall shooting 2 free throws. First one is good. Cameron came into the tournament averaging just a little over 3 points a game. Picked up his first on that first free throw, hits the second. He's got 2. And it's 53-28. 5 seconds remaining here in the third. N.C.O.E wide open 3, top of the key, buried from way downtown again. Jack Riggs hits that one. He's got 5, and that's going to end the third quarter. The Carterville Lions lead the N.C.O.E Cardinals 53-31. 44th quarter action is coming up next here on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. The Bank of Carbondale has an online mortgage center where you can check rates or you can apply for a mortgage anytime. For more information, go to the website, tboc.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and all loans are subject to credit approval. Carterville has the ball to start the fourth quarter. Lead the Cardinals from N.C.O.E, 53-31, 21-point lead. Nice backdoor pass to Eli Downen. He just lays it right back in there. That's 18 for Downen, one of our candidates for our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. At this point, the other one would be Austin Garvey. He's got 20 as we begin play here in the fourth quarter. Cardinals with the basketball way out top. That is Joe Melton. Looks inside. They go to the right wing. C.J. Richardson drives, gets the right-hand layup. He's got 5 in the game so far, a 3-pointer and that field goal. Garby on the floor, top of the key. It's the starters for the Lions. His mid-range jumper from Tyler Biddle is good. That's 4 now for Tyler Biddle. And the other way, it's Melton that gets the layup. He's got 4 for the Cardinals. Down low, Garby misses the first shot, little bunny, and Cardinals get the rebound. They're going to bring it the other way. Garby had Joe Melton on his back. Hit the bottom of the iron on that shot. NCOE into the front court, 6:40 remaining in this contest. Right-hand dribble, drives the lane, shot blocked by Downen. He takes the ball the other day. The Cardinal Lions have numbers. Nice give to Austin Garby. Left-hand layup is good from Garby. 22 in the game for Austin. Carterville cruising right along, 61-35. Three-pointer is no good. Downen the rebound for the Lions. Gives it up to Bryce Anderson. Anderson, left wing it goes. Dylan Moore down low to Garby. Top of the key to Anderson. Passed up the wide open 3. Dylan Moore steps inside the arc. Gets it to Downen left elbow. Back to Moore. Right-hand dribble around the top. Reverses, gets it to Downen. Back to Moore. Right side it goes to Bryce Anderson. Now he brings it near side. Down low to Garby. Carterville showing great patience on this possession. Around the right wing it goes to Tyler Biddle. Steps in, steps back, skip pass to Dylan Moore. Baseline's cut off, and Carterville works it back out top. Dylan Moore left wing, left-right dribble. Weaves his way in and out toward the right side. Downen has it, back to Biddle, passes up the 3 ball to Anderson. Dylan Moore into the paint, gets the right-hand layup, and that's good for Dylan Moore. Dylan, that's his first field goal of the game. Carterville leads at 60. Should have been 63, I thought, but 61-35 is what the scoreboard shows. Cardinals with the ball. That last possession, about a minute and a half long as Ty Money is fouled going to the rack. They're going to say is that before the shot it was on the floor. Wholesale changes for Coach Shane Hawkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going out. Hickson back in, Cam Hall, Stritzel, Carson Pearson, Nick Laird on the floor. Foul was on Bryce Anderson. And the bucket is good. Joe Melton gets that. He's got 6 for NCOE. All new 5 on the floor for the Lions. Carson Pearson, left wing to Stritzel. His pass is tipped away. That's the first turnover on Carterville here in the 4th quarter. Ty Money gets the right-hand layup on the breakaway. He's got 8 points in the game. Stritzel to Pearson. His pass is tipped away. Carterville's got to be careful. Don't change this momentum. The layup is missed on the other end by Jack Riggs. And it was out of bounds off of NCOE. It's going to belong to the Lions. 4.5 on the clock, 61-39. Stritzel left wing to Cam Hall. They work around the perimeter. Pearson between the circles. Left wing to Stritzel. Now back to Pearson to Nick Laird. Laird wants to drive the baseline. Brings the pass over to Stritzel. Back up top to Pearson. Now back on the left wing to Stritzel. 3:50 on the clock. Jake Hickson drive, puts the shot up, gets the, come on, we need a point. The ball is tipped around and comes back to Pearson for the Lions. Laird to the logo at midcourt to Pearson. Left wing to Stritzel. Back to Carson Pearson. Down low as Cam Hall has his shot blocked. And NCOE is going to take it the other way. Joe Melton to the right wing. That's where you find Richardson. He fires from 3, no good. Jake Hickson, a big rebound for the Lions. Hands it off to Carson Pearson. 3 minutes left in this contest. Have a whistle and a foul out top. The foul's going to be on Ty Money, his first of the game. It's going to be the 7th team foul, I believe. Wholesale changes for Coach Jim Tucker and the NCOE Cardinals. All new 5 on the floor for the boys in red. At the line is going to be Carson Pearson shooting a couple of free throws. 1 and 1. Gets the first one, will get the bonus. Foul was on Ty Money. The first on Ty. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson. The entire city of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of Carterville Lions sports. Carson Pearson has 4 points after he hits the second free throw. Coming up on our postgame show, we'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. We'll have Coach Shane Hawkins joining us. Carterville's going to advance to the 5th place game. 6 o'clock tonight against West Frankfort. You can hear all the action starting about 5:45 here on News Radio WJPF. Hopefully Scott Hudson will join me again. He's on assignment for the noon contests at the Carbondale Holiday Tournament, helping out Cameron with the Marion broadcast. 63-39, 2:53 remaining in this game. Cody Richter into the game for the Lions. Nick Laird, his pass is thrown out of bounds. 3rd turnover on the Lions. 8, that's 11 turnovers in the game. About 8 below their average on the season. 2:41 on the clock. NCOE basketball. Mid-range jumper from about 15, no good. Connor Hawkins skies for that rebound. Gives it to Nick Laird. He brings it across the timeline. He's going to set the offense for the Lions. Hickson on the right elbow. Asks for the ball. They work it around the perimeter. Hawkins is going to fire from 3. Good for Connor Hawkins. Boom. His first field goal of the game. Everybody getting in on the action today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Lions have scored in this contest. 3-pointers no good from the top of the circle. We have a whistle and a foul on the Lions. That's going to be on Cameron Hall, his first foul. So the Cardinals will be shooting free throws. More changes coming. Jake Hickson checks out. Rafe Tuttle checks in. Nick Brown is going to see some action. Oh, can't make the change yet. As at the line, it's going to be Eli Brown shooting 2 free throws. I guess they can make the changes now. Let's see here. Chandler Roberts, Chan in the game. Rafe Tuttle, Nick Brown. Nick Laird is on the floor. Cody Rector is on the floor. Free throw from Eli Brown, no good. Under 2 to go, minute 59. Second is good from Eli Brown. 3 points for Eli Brown for the Cardinals. Left wing. That is Nick Brown. He has it. Pass over toward the right wing, Nick Laird. 2 Nicks, no waiting. Left baseline to Nick Brown. Up top, gets it to Nick Laird. Laird, the right-hand dribble. Back to Nick Brown on the left wing, down on the block. Chan Roberts loses the handle, pass tipped away. Turnover on the Lions, that's 4 now. Into the front court quickly. Wide open 3 is good from Eli Brown. He's got 6. 75 seconds remaining in this contest. Carterville advances to the 5th place game at the 54th Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Another turnover on the Lions, 5 now in the 4th. They will take on West Frankfort Redbirds. Download. Shot is up and good from Brandon Skaggs. He's going to go to the line and shoot the and 1. That is 10 now for Skaggs in the game. Foul is called on Carterville's Nick Laird. Free throw from Skaggs is good. He's got 11. Nice win for the Lions. They're going to push their record to 6-7 on the season and get to play for 5th place in this tournament. Their first year at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. 35 seconds remain. Cardinals with the basketball into the front court. Behind the back, Skaggs is going to fire from 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound in the paint is Eli Brown, and he gets, they're going to say it was a jump ball. Possession 0 points to the Cardinals' direction. Jumper from Ty Lane is good. He gets on the board for N.C.O.E. 15 seconds remain in this game. Carterville has it up top. Cody Rector, left-hand dribble. Around the top, the Carterville cheerleaders start their cheer at the end of every quarter. Rafe Tuttle has the ball taken from him. It goes out of bounds off of N.C.O.E. And with 1.7 seconds left, Carterville just has to inbound it. They do. That's the contest, folks. Carterville, 66, 48. The win over the N.C.O.E. Cardinals. The postgame show is next on News Radio WJPF. All right. We'll take that. Carterville a winner over N.C.O.E. Cardinals here in the morning session, 66-48. Carterville will be playing for 5th place at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, their first year in this tournament. That game is slated for 6 o'clock tonight. They're going to take on the West Frankfort Redbirds. We'll have all the action, Scott and I, starting at about 5:45 or so. If you would like to listen, and I tell you what, I highly encourage you, Carterville Lions fans, if you've not been to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, if you're whether a Carterville fan or just a basketball fan in general, this is a great place for a tournament. Really have enjoyed being here. Very happy that Carterville made the decision and was given the opportunity to play in this tournament. Last year, there was a team from Kentucky that at the end of the tournament went to the athletic department here at Eldorado says, we're not coming back. Shane Hawkins was standing there, had been over watching, scouting some teams, and they asked Shane, you want to get in? And he said yes. And so I'm very I'm glad that Shane made that decision to play in the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Years past, we would have been in Pinckneyville at the Duster Thomas. Carterville gets the win. What an impressive performance for Carterville. They needed this, and let's run through the scoring so far, or in the game for the NCOE Cardinals. They were led today by Brandon Skaggs. He had a couple of three-pointers, winds up with 11 points in the game. Eli Brown had a three-pointer and a field goal and a free throw. He winds up with 6 in the contest. Jack Riggs had 5. Ty Money had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points in the game for NCOE. C.J. Richardson, a three-pointer and a field goal for 5 points. Jacob Richardson, a free throw with 1. Joe Melton with 6. Colton O'Neill with 2. Ty Lane with 2. 48 points scored by NCOE in this game. Carterville was led in scoring by Austin Garby today. He winds up with 22 in the contest. Eli Downen wound up with 18. Carson Pearson has 4. Cam Hall had 2. Dylan Moore had 2. Tyler Biddle with 4. Connor Hawkins, a three-pointer. Bryce Anderson, a three-pointer and a field goal. He winds up with 5. Nick Laird gets on the board with a field goal. Luke Stritzel has 2 field goals for 4 points. Carterville puts 66 points on the board, and they get the win 66-48 to advance on to the 5th place game here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We're going to go on and take a break. Coming up in just a couple minutes, I'm going to name your Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. Hopefully we'll talk to Coach Shane Hawkins as well as we continue on our post-game show here with your Carterville Lions on News Radio WJPF. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Hometown pride, Baroni, X-I-G-A. Seems like the signals held pretty good this game. Here comes Hawk. That's all right. Yep. We'll take that. What's that? Yeah. Back at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, I'm Dave McKenzie. Scott Hudson on assignment. The Carterville Lions, they get the win 66-48 today. And Coach Shane Hawkins joins us here on our postgame show. Coach, that's how the Carterville Lions were supposed to play right there.
Yeah, you know, I thought we did it from the tip. We did it the right way. Obviously, it helps when shots go in, but I thought we had the right people shooting the right shots at the right times. And when we do that, we had shooters in rhythm. And you know, I thought we were pretty efficient offensively against their man and against their zone, and we were able to establish ourselves inside with Eli and Garb. Got him sucked in a little bit, hit some jumpers, got out in transition a little bit. So I thought it was a very good effort on our part.
What really set the table to start the game, though, was that defensive pressure by your Carterville Lions. Didn't get really given an opportunity the first couple of 3 minutes, and that kind of set the tone for the game.
It did, and it was reminiscent of, I don't even know what night it is because I don't even know what today is.
This would be Saturday.
Okay, whatever the first night was.
You're the coach of the Carterville Lions.
Yes, whatever the first night was that we played over here against Hardin County. I've seen too many games since then. Haven't slept much, so. But it was something where I thought our defensive pressure and defensive intensity would set the tone, and it did. I thought we did a pretty good job of pressuring and containing the dribble, but not going all out and trying to steal it from them. We made them turn it over instead of trying to take it from them, and it got us out in transition and got us off to a pretty good start.
We've talked about that. We talked about it last night in the postgame show. Carterville came out with the intent of putting pressure on the other team to start the game. They did it very well against Hardin County. They did it well against Fairfield last night. Then it kind of got into the first timeout, and then it's kind of like like you said last night, the deer in the headlight look.
Right.
This time they did it the entire game, and it really does open up the offensive end for you.
It does, and let's be honest, those guys we played last night are pretty good too.
Yeah, There's a reason they're number one seed.
Yeah, absolutely, and their guard play is very, very good, and it's hard to get those guys to turn it over. They're thick, they're strong, they handle it well. But I thought we could get after people tonight or this morning, and you never know what's going to happen. You never know what team's going to show up at 10:30 in the morning on the third day of a tournament, and you're playing games 3 and hopefully 4. And but I thought we had the right frame of mind. I thought we were ready to compete right away, especially after last night. We get home late, play a night game, and kind of got thumped there in the second half a little bit. But I thought our mental approach was the key, and I thought it was very good today. And we'll get some time off here and see if we can't kind of get refreshed for the Redbirds tonight.
Dominating performance by your bigs today. Austin Garvey winds up with 22. Eli had 18, but most impressive to me, as good as that is, you had 8 guys get into the scorebook.
Yeah, and they shared it very well. And we talked about establishing ourselves inside both offensively and defensively, and I thought we did that. I thought our perimeter guys did a very good job of finding Eli and Garb, and they also did a very good job of finding each other. I think we went high-low a couple times. Even when they went zone, we were able to find a way to get it inside. So, we've got to establish ourselves inside. We've talked about it, for 12 or 13 games now, and we're finally getting to that point now where we are establishing ourselves inside. And what it's done is it opens some stuff up for the outside. Now our perimeter guys have a little bit more space and time to get shots off, and when they have a little bit more time, we're shooting the ball a little bit better from the perimeter.
Coach, let's talk about making the transition from your alma mater, the Pinckneyville Duster Thomas Hoops Classic, to coming over to Eldorado. Played in Pinckneyville for several years in the Duster Thomas, and last year, team from Kentucky drops out of this while you're over here scouting basketball games, and you're asked to come join the Eldorado. I love this tournament.
Yes. I think the big thing was, and I didn't know at the time that Pinckneyville was going to expand to 16 teams in 3 days, and I don't know that was in their plans that day when we kind of started talking about it. But, we haven't played in an auxiliary gym. We played at 10:30 this morning, but, it's a bracketed tournament.
And we didn't have to play in the 10 o'clock game.
Yes, exactly right. That's exactly right. But, I think there's something about a bracketed tournament.
I agree.
When you go, and every game means a little bit more. You're always playing for something. And you can say that for a pool game or a pool tournament or a round robin, but it's not the same. You always have one more. You have the next game. And here you don't. You lose one, you lose 2, you're out.
Yeah.
And I think that I like that. I like that mindset. And at least for one of our tournaments, obviously with the pyramid being
midwinter,
pyramid being a round robin, and then the midwinter being pools, it gives us something that's a little different. You're playing for something. You're playing for a championship. You don't have to lose a pool game or lose a round robin game and still be declared champions of the tournament. And you get here, you earn it because you're going to have to win 4 games. And the one thing we talked about with our guys before is it's been a long time since we've played for a trophy. And it's not the big one tonight, but we're playing for a trophy.
You come into the tournament the number 8 seed, and you're going to be playing for 5th place.
That's right, and I thought about that earlier. It's you get into a tournament that's seeded, and I know seeds aren't always the end all of how things are, but you get seeded. I think if you can finish that tournament higher than what you were seeded, then okay, you've done some things right, and we've put ourselves in that situation or position tonight where we're playing for a trophy. It's our championship game tonight, and I hope our guys are looking forward to that because, like I said, it's been a while since we played for a trophy.
I can promise you this: the joint is going to be packed. It's going to be a great environment.
It's going to be unbelievable tonight, and you don't have to. It's no matter any of the 4 teams that play in the third place game in the championship game, we're going to have a great crowd for our game starting at 6 o'clock. And again, I hope it's something our kids have enjoyed being around here and being in this atmosphere and getting to see some teams we're going to play later in the year in Massac and Harrisburg, but just kind of seeing a whole new element of a tournament because we haven't been in a tournament that has this kind of atmosphere every single day, and then you get to championship Saturday, and it's ramped up even more today.
Looking forward to it. 6 o'clock, the tip against West Frankfort, 5th place game for the Carterville Lions, and West Frankfort will have all the action about 10 before the hour 6 here on News Radio WJPF. Congratulations.
Thank you.
See you tonight. Coach Jane Hawkins joining us on our post-game show. When we come back, I'm going to name our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game and wrap up the broadcast. Carterville gets the win, 66-48 over N.C.O.E. Cardinals here on News Radio WJPF. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate it. Hope you have a great afternoon. We'll be back tonight. Back at Eldorado, it's Dave McKenzie. Going to name our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. I think I'm going to go with Austin Garvey tonight. He winds up with 22 points in the contest. He was dominating in the paint. Also, got to give some props to Eli Downen, but we'll go with Austin Garvey. This is his 3rd 20-point game for the Carterville Lions. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Call 534-8148. Joe and Lindsey McCann own Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal. For over 20 years, they specialize in commercial, residential, landscaping, lawn care, maintenance, tree trimming, snow removal. They do it all. They even do bush hogging, equipment repair, spring and fall cleanups, whatever you need. Give them a call, 534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Austin Garvey, our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. Once again, coming up 12 o'clock, about 30 minutes away, it's going to be the first semifinal game. The Heron Tigers preparing to take on the Massac County Patriots. That is one semifinal. Then at 1:30, it will be the #1 seed Fairfield Mules. Carterville took it on the chin from them last night. They're going to take on the Harrisburg Bulldogs. That game is at 1:30. Winners of those 2 semifinal games will play tonight at 9 o'clock for the tournament championship. Carterville will be playing for 5th place coming up at 6 o'clock when they take on West Frankfort, 5:45, the pregame show. For Brian, our pal, back at the studio, thank you, buddy. Appreciate your help. For Coach Shane Hawkins, I'm Dave McKenzie. We'll talk to you tonight. Carterville a winner over NCOE today. Thank you for listening to Lions Basketball on News Radio WJPF.